This motherfucker just won't go away, man. He just will not go away. So, LeVar Ball was on a podcast called Pardon My Take. And the host of that podcast asked LeVar if he could beat Zion Williamson one-on-one. And he said, "Stop it. I murdered that boy. He too small. He too small. I'm way too fast for that boy. He's a youngster, man. My prime time would kill him. Way too strong and fast." Then the host pressed him more about it. He said, as far as like how he would have guarded Williamson when he was with Washington State, some of LeVar. And this is in reference to his coach. Well, definitely saying he would be able to handle him. If I had a different coach, he'd be struggling against me. But with Kelvin Sampson, he would kill us. So he's basically saying, like, he blames his coach for only being able to play 2.2, for only averaging 2.2 points per game. Then he says, about his former coach, whether he should have been fired. Former coach fired? He should have been fired. After you don't let the big baller play for a season, that's when they had their worst season when they averaged 2.2 points. I only played 2.2 seconds. If I played longer, they would have been winners. But that's on the fact that he wanted to show how tough he is and not play a stallion. You have to let a stallion loose. That's why their record was terrible. Man, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all, anybody that sits up there and believe this bullshit, you are a dumb fuck. Okay? Go ahead and thumb the video down, unsubscribe already. I don't give a fuck anymore. Alright? You're a dumb fuck if you believe what he just said. There's no fucking coach in the history of the fucking world that's going to purposely bench their best player and their bread and butter just to prove some fucking moral point or some grudge point. Okay? There's no way that Wake Forest, right, the coach would have benched Tim Duncan just because he didn't like him. There's no way that Georgetown would have, that John Thompson would have benched Patrick Ewing just because he didn't like and want to prove a point. Unless he would want to get fucking fired. Okay? The reason why this coach benched Sir Yuckmouth is because he's a fucking bum. Okay? He's a bum. He was always a bum, and he's still a bum. Even though he's a multimillionaire, he's still a bum because he looks like a bum. Look at his mouth, man. I'm sorry. I always have to keep referencing this, man. How can you be taken seriously if your teeth look like that? He got that, and shout out to LB because he straight massacred this dude this morning in his video, right? This guy got Thanos plaque, man. He got that Thanos, that shit that's impenetrable. You know what I'm saying? Like the dentist can do every fucking thing he can think of, man. I mean, put the scraper to that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Doing all types of shit, man. Trying to fucking bleach that shit off, scrape all that shit off, whirl that bitch off. I mean, doing every fucking thing for fucking 3 hours. Toothpaste, mouthwash, Every fucking thing you can think of, man. You know what I'm saying? Flossing. You know what I'm saying? It could be a team of dentists. An Avengers team of dentists. And after all that shit, it'd be a scrape of butter. All that for a drop of butter. Oh my God, man. First of all, thing about this fucking clown is he always going after like the name, you know what I'm saying? Like he always going after the person who's hot in the news or someone who's an established legend. Whether it's LeBron James or Michael Jordan, or whether it's Steph Curry, whether it's, you know, now Zion Williamson. You know, he says these outlandish things, and I'm buying into it as well because I'm doing a video about it. Okay, even though I know it's bullshit, you know, and I'm trying to shit on him as much as possible because he deserves it, but he's still getting mentioned, which is what he wants. Okay, but that's why the mainstream media need to just stop fucking interviewing this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a disgrace. He's a bum, and he looks like, you know who he looked like? You know who LeVar Ball looked like? It just hit me, man. He looks like Radigan from The Great Mouse Detective. Y'all remember that movie from Disney in the 80s? Google Radigan. Google Radigan. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Radigan. Radigan. Rattigan, I think it is. Google Radigan Great Mouse Detective, man. That's who he looked like, man. I swear it just hit me. He looks like Radigan. Oh, God. What did you call me? No, he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it, sir. Did you call me a rat? That's very disappointing. Fucking ugly bitch. But Zion Williamson is a force of nature, man. In all seriousness, um, he's basically Charles Barkley, even more athletic. I'm not saying he's going to be as great as Charles Barkley, but he has the potential to be that type of player. I don't think he's quite as good a rebounder as Charles Barkley, but I could be wrong about that. You know what I'm saying? Because he is playing limited minutes. But in the way the league is now, I see Zion Williamson being a guy that is going to be unstoppable. Like if he's already averaging 18, 19 points in limited minutes, can you imagine once this guy really gets a feel for the NBA, once this guy's conditioning really sets in, once he gets like his feet wet, he's going to be unbelievable. Like I can see this guy literally, if he was in the right situation, he could lead the NBA in scoring. Um, First of all, he shoots a high percentage. He shoots about 56, 57, 58% from the floor, and a volume scoring. You know, not like the Dwight Howards and the DeAndre Jordans where they shoot a high percentage, but they're only taking 4 or 5 shots a game. I mean, he's already taken, like, I would say that he probably averages, 13, 14, 15 shots a game. So if he's in a situation like a Charles Barkley, if he's taking like 20 shots a game, you just do the math. You know what I'm saying? But then, you know, you've got James Harden shooting 35 times, and that's not going to happen. But still, this guy's going to be a force, man. I can't see any reason why next year Zion can't average 25, 9, and 4. I can't see any reason why he can't put up those types of numbers. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, the guy is a fucking ox. He's a, a tremendously dynamic player. Okay, a player on a level that Lonzo will never attain. Okay, and for Lavar to sit up there and call Zion soft, nigga, you better look at your son. Okay, now I will admit this: his son's playing better. Okay, he's playing better. He's a little bit more consistent. I'll give him that. But he's still far from the pitch that we got 3 years ago. He's nowhere near that level player. He's going to be at best a solid, point guard. Like to me, Lonzo's peak, Lonzo's peak, you know what I'm saying? Like as a player, is something along the lines of maybe an Eric Snow type guy. Solid. That's about the best that Lonzo's going to be. He's not going to be a star. He's not going to be a superstar. Okay? And Eric Snow had a very high basketball IQ. He just wasn't a scorer. So that's about, to me, as high as Lonzo going to be. So, and Eric Snow is tough, which is something Lonzo lacks. So anybody sit there and say Eric Snow is a bum, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because Eric Snow made every team he played on better. Sometimes the numbers don't tell everything. You know what I'm saying? We got some guys, you look back in the 80s and 90s, they put up points, but a lot of times those points were empty and they didn't really make their teammates better. You know what I'm saying? Then you had some guys, they were able to play 16, 17 seasons back then, or 15 seasons back when guys came in the NBA 21, 22, 23 years old, because of their value, because of the intangibles, their high basketball IQ. You know what I'm saying? Things they brought to a team, aside from what you see on the stat sheet. Okay? But Lavar, he was a fucking bum. Okay? Straight up. And another thing I'm going to say too before I end this video. I noticed that he only goes at either high, brand name guys, superstar level guys, for obvious reasons, press, media coverage. But he also only goes at people who generally are kind of considered nice people. You know what I'm saying? Or people who just don't have a reputation for going back and forth. Like LeBron, Mike, those guys, Kobe, they're not going to really go, recipes of Kobe, but they weren't or are not people who were going to go back and forth in the media like that. They got bigger things and better things to worry about. Steph and Zion, they seem like very nice people, man. Steph and I've criticized him as a basketball player but as a person, Steph Curry is a very nice guy. But see, LeVar is not going to do that against certain people. You know what I'm saying? Because he wouldn't want that type of smoke. See, you would never hear LeVar, who claims to be so big and bad. I guarantee you, he'll never say anything about a guy like Ben Wallace. You won't hear him talk shit about Charles Oakley, Xavier McDaniel. Okay? You won't hear him say shit about certain guys like that. You won't hear him say anything about Glenn Big Dog Robinson or Alvin Robinson, Terry Cummings, because those types of guys, which the league used to consist of a lot, would see LeVar and punch him right in his motherfucking mouth and do him a favor and knock those fucking spittoon. Another thing his teeth remind me of, man. Remember those cowboys back in the old days? They used to chew the chewing tobacco. They used to spit in those platoons. They should go. Ding. Lavar was a nigga that had his mouth open up for that shit back in the days when they used to do atrocious shit to us. They commit atrocities. Lavar just would have his mouth open and shit. Motherfucker be chewing. Open your mouth, nigga. Ding. Everybody just spit in his mouth and shit, and that shit just collected over years. That's why his teeth look like that. That motherfucker look like Radigan, man. Oh my God. In my devious plot, in her last night, and my first as ruler, incarnate. Oh my God, this nigga got the nerve to talk about people. Oh God, big baller brand, baby. You fucking big baller brand, big butter. You need a bigger, better brush, nigga, like toothbrush. That's what BBB stand for. Man, you better get a goddamn super duper deluxe toothbrush. Fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? You if you're a millionaire, multi-millionaire, there's no way in the hell that you can't find a dentist, you know what I'm saying? A plus world renowned dentist that could fix that. Even if you gotta fucking find or wear what do you call them, veneers. It's just, I'm sorry, man. It's just, no matter how much money you have, if your teeth look like that, especially, when you're not an old guy, like, I can kind of understand if you're an old ass 95-year-old man, I kind of get it then, you're not as concerned about your looks and shit done, years of smoking or whatever, taking their toll. I get it. But dude, you're only in your, what, 50s? Late 40s? Why the fuck your teeth look like that? Man, it look like you do nothing but, man, it look like this dude do nothing but smoke, eat shit, literally, and chew on butter. I don't get it. How can your teeth look like that, man? Oh well. Anyway, man. Tell me what y'all think.